This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so if you observe the last class, right? So what I have discussed, I think that we're discussing about a Hadoop installation, right? And our intention is, so we want to, I mean, we want to install Hadoop 2.x on in a particular folder. Okay, so here we have taken some location called as /user/local. So within that, so I want to create one new folder. So assume that its name as Hadoop-ecosystems, right? And within that, we need to go for this Hadoop installation. That is the initial what we have done. So, but here the problem is within that location we're unable to create any new folders. A new folder option itself disabled. First of all, we need to get a we need to able to get a option of creating a new folder. So that thing we can achieve by using ch1. We need to get some ownership, and after that whatever the folder in which you want to create for that directory or a folder, we need to have some read and write access permissions as well. Read, write, execute. We have given these permissions by using predefined command. After that, we have created a directory called as Hadoop-ecosystems by using a predefined command called as mkdir. I think but make directory. Okay, so these commands we have executed within the Linux terminal, and finally we have created one folder called as Hadoop-ecosystems. After that, what we have done, so and we have downloaded the respective software, and we have extracted by using the tar space -e xvf, which is also predefined command. We want to extract any tar file in Linux operating system, and after that we have configured the different XML files. core-site.xml, map-site.xml, yan-site.xml, what we call Hadoop -env.sh. So like this, so many configuration files we have, we have done. So after that, after this configuration, so just we have started the Hadoop by using a predefined command called as start-all.sh, and then so it is, it is going to start the couple of Hadoop daemons. Okay, so namely name node, second name node, data node, resource manager, and node manager. So these are the daemons what we're having in Hadoop 2.x installation. But so once you type this respective command, so it is going to display a starting name node, starting data node like this. But if you want to know whether whether the Hadoop process names or Hadoop daemons are running at background or not, so how can you cross secure? By using a predefined command called as a JPS. Okay, nothing but Java process names. Okay, so by using this command, so easily we can know whether the Hadoop process names or Hadoop daemons are running or not. So if it is running, it is going to list out all the respective daemons. But if you observe yesterday, so it is happened for me, but whenever if you are going with the fresh installation on your laptop, it will not display any process names. The reason is, if you observe a Linux operating system, I have mentioned clearly in initial classes, every operating system is having they're having a default file system concept. So if you observe the Linux operating system point of view, we're having some ext3 or ext4, which is a default file system in Linux operating system here. And then what I have done, so on top of this file system, if you want to get a one more file system, HDFS, so we need to execute a predefined command called as Hadoop space name node space -, format. Okay, so why this first names is not displayed means, so because we did not execute this respective command. Okay, nothing but Hadoop space name node space -, format. So once if you execute this command, whatever the command which I have mentioned you, so then on existing file system, on existing ext3, ext4, Linux file system, we are going to get one more file system called as an HDFS. Okay, so then try to first of all, you have started all the Hadoop, right? Start hyphen all.sh. Try to stop the Hadoop by using stop hyphen all.sh. So once this all the process names are stopped, I mean whatever the process names just it is stopped already. So then type some JPS. So we're not able to find a single Hadoop daemons or process names. Then try to execute this predefined command Hadoop space name node space hyphen format. So once if is executed successfully, then try to start the Hadoop once again and try to cross it by using JPS command. So definitely now list of Hadoop process names is going to be displayed. Okay. And after that, one thing is generally if facing some error, as yesterday I have mentioned that error, not error exactly, some message. So localhost connection is refused. So because the thing is, so here if you observe in my laptop it is a localhost only. But if you observe this name node, data node, these are nothing but a daemons which is having a each and every they're having a individual ports as well. So we can say that they are the a part of a server type of concepts. Okay. Now this laptop it has to communicate with, I mean this local host, what we're calling as a local host, has to communicate with the name node, data node, whatever the different daemons we're having. So for this, that is the reason we're getting that respect to message on yesterday. So that thing it can be solved by using a, I mean we need to go for a install, we need to go for a software, we need to go for installation called as SSH, nothing but a secure shell. So once if you done this respect to installation by using predefined command, that is nothing but sudo space apt hyphen get install space open ssh hyphen server space open ssh hyphen client. Once you execute this command and try to restart the Hadoop once again, so definitely that message is going to be message will not going to be displayed. Okay, so like this we have discussed on yesterday, and even if you observe, I mean whenever if you're starting the Hadoop for each and every daemon, okay, while starting or while stopping, so it is asking the password as well each and every time, right? So now we need to disable this respect to password. Okay, how can we disable or how to get a passwordless future? Okay, these things we need to discuss first of all, right? So is these concepts are fine, which I've discussed till now. I hope this type of discussion is done on yesterday. I mean till now, whatever the concepts which I have repeated, so these things only we have done yesterday, right? Okay. So now if you want to get some passwordless future, so how to get it? These things we need to discuss now. Before that, let me start my VM. So while starting and stopping of Hadoop daemons. Okay, while starting and stopping of Hadoop daemons, each and every time it is asking the password. Okay, now if we want to configure passwordless future, for the respect to Hadoop daemons. Okay, so here we need to generate some what we call yesterday we have installed SSH, right? SSH related key we need to generate. Okay, and we need to store in a particular location. So whenever if you are generating this respective key, so it will install in a default location. So we need to change that respective location as well. So wherever the location you want, you can change it. Okay, so that we can achieve this passwordless feature as well. So that is SSH hyphen keygen fnt rsa fnp double quotes. So this is the command if you want to generate some SSH related key. Okay, nothing but a secure shell related key. If you want to generate, this is the respective command. Okay. Is it fine, this one? This public key zone. So this is a command we need to execute. Okay. So SSH keygen I think space we need to provide rsa p double quotes. Okay, so why we are executing this command? In order to get a passwordless feature for the respective daemons. So we execute this three different command. Okay. So enter file in which to save the key. Okay, so it is going with home Hadoop Apache. That is a predefined location. So just click on enter. Nothing in that. Okay, so your identification. That whatever the key is generated, it is saved in home Hadoop Apache dot ssh id rsa. Okay, so this is the key which is generated here. So now it is a 256 encryption. Okay, so now here first of all go to that folder, otherwise let me type it here. After that we need to move public keys to authorized keys. Okay, so that is it is generated on home Hadoop Apache, right? Some of it is generated, right? So some folder, maybe some spark. Okay, so just you know that it is already generated the key in this respective location. Just I am moving that public key, whatever the key it is generated to other location. Same thing here, I'm executing here cat slash home apache dot ssh. We don't have Spark folder, right? I think within the home we do have Spark. We don't have Spark, right? Which location you want to move it? Let me type Spark. Whether do we have or not? Let me cross check. AUTHO authorized underscore case. This spelling is correct. AUTHORI. CF. We don't have that file. I mean that directory we don't have. Otherwise we can go with home is there where we want to create. We are adding some so we can store it in same thing, same file otherwise. Okay. Slash user slash local slash Hadoop hyphen ecosystems, right? Hadoop hyphen ecosystems. User local knowledge directory. This is the Siiva, right? Okay. So here's some spelling mistake. Okay, Hadoop Apache. So in this location, just we have moved it. Okay. So now here within this, we need to change the permissions of the file. So how can I change the permissions? Chmod, right? So that is nothing but chmod 06560 something, not something. I want to give these permissions. Okay.
So what is 0650? So in previous classes we have defined some 3 7s, these things, right? We will discuss on today. Slash home Hadoop Apache dot ssh dot authorhftd authorized keys. Okay. So now try to start the Hadoop now. Start -all dot sh. Type JPS. Sorry. Name node, data node, second name node, node manager, resource manager. So now if you observe, so while starting this respect to daemons, so it is, I mean, it did not ask the any password, right? So if you observe previous, if you observe on yesterday, so while starting the Hadoop for each and every daemon, it is asking the password. Now it did not. So same way, even while stopping also, it will not ask any password here. Here, it is not asking any password. Okay, see here. Now it is not at ask for any password. Okay, so while starting and while stopping. Okay, so here, so we're discussing about this passwordless feature. So if you observe yesterday for each and every daemon while starting and while stopping, it is asking the password. Now if you want to get some passwordless feature, so we need to generate a predefined key. So by using this respective predefined command. After that, we need to move this public keys to authorized keys. So then we need to change the permissions. Okay, so just now we need to change the permissions of the file, that is chmod 0650 slash home. Here not spark. My username is, it depends upon your what are the username which you have given. My username is Hadoop Apache. Hadoop Apache slash dot ssh slash authorized keys. Okay, so this is the thing. This is the thing what we need to do if you want to get some passwordless feature. So is it fine, everybody? Any questions on this? Fine. Okay. So now here, if you observe some previous class on today, right? So if you want to change some permissions of a file, right? We are going with the command called as chmod, and we are giving some 650, or sometimes we're giving some 37s. So it depends. Why we are giving these things here? Majorly as a permissions means read, write, and execute. Okay, so for a particular folder or for a particular file, so which permissions you want to give, so based upon that we need to provide this respect to numbers. So how can you provide these numbers? For read, what is the number? For write or for execute, what is the number? All these things now we want to discuss. Okay, so read, so is read is equivalent, or otherwise it's equivalent. Equivalent value is 4. Okay, right. Value is 2. Execute. Its equivalent value is 1. Okay, so 7 is for all, means for a particular file or folder if you're providing some 3 sevens, so it is going to provide so read, write, and execute as well. Okay, and here 6 is nothing but write and read if you observe the above numbers, and 3 is for read and execute. So, and here if you observe 3 sevens were providing, right? So these 3 sevens were providing. So 1 7 is for owner of the file. This is group, and this is others. Okay, here others is nothing but we can provide this based upon your permissions, read, write, and execute. Okay, if you observe this total count, 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 1 7. Okay, so 1 7 is for this permissions, and remaining 2 more 7s is nothing but a owner of the file, group. It depends upon the things, what are the permissions you want to give for a particular folder, okay, or particular file. So if you want to summarize, if you want to give some only something, for suppose if you're providing some 001, right, or 002, 003, means write and execute, right? Okay, these things also, if you want, I can explain you here. Suppose if you're providing a 0 means no permission. Generally, this will not provide, but still 1, nothing but execute. 2, you know that, right? 3, 3 means write and execute. 4, read. 5, read and execute. 6, read and write. 7, read, write, and execute. Okay, so is the concept is fine, all of you?
This conference will now be recorded.
So now we will discuss some more information which is related to Hadoop installation. This somewhat the report we're going to discuss, so it may be useful for you as well. Okay, so let us discuss on this, and after this, so we'll discuss some scenarios of Hadoop installation. For suppose if some process name is not working, so what we need to do. Okay, these scenarios also we're going to discuss as well. Okay, so now here initially we discussed about modes of installation. So you know already, one is local mode, second one is sudo mode, third one is cluster mode. Okay, so now if you're going with these modes, what is going to happen? Let us discuss on this. So if you're going with a local mode, right? No need to start the Hadoop. We don't need to start the Hadoop. There is nothing but local mode. Okay, so here local mode, it is mainly used for writing the development code by using Hadoop libraries. Nothing but MapReduce is the best example. Okay, so we don't need to start any Hadoop there. So just we can code it by using MapReduce and we can export as well. That is nothing but a completely local mode. But in real time, basically we are going with this sudo mode. Sudo mode. So here we're having some name node, data node, secondary name node, resource manager, node manager, right? These things we're having. All Hadoop processes will be displayed in terminal. Okay, all Hadoop processes will be displayed in a terminal. So we discussed on this one as well, right? So while starting the Hadoop, and next one is cluster mode, majorly for production purpose. Multiple process names is going to run or display in multiple machines, or we can say that in data node also. Okay, multiple process names is going to run or display in multiple machines. So whenever if you're going with the clustering, nothing but it has a group of machines. So it is majorly for production purpose. Okay, it is majorly for production purpose. Okay, some idea on this main modes of installation. Once again, just we have a recap. So information
Hadoop folder. Hadoop folder means Hadoop hyphen 2.7.0, I think, right? Power notification, what happened? So we have extracted the Hadoop software, right? That is a respective folder. So we're giving some more information on it. We'll discuss some more information on this folder. So now if you observe within this folder, so within this folder, if you observe, we're having a couple of folders, okay, multiple folders. So what are that folders and what is the importance of each and every folders, we will discuss here. Okay, just I will give you some short summary on this. Let me mention here first of all, bin, sbin, C++, okay, what we're having, contrib, src, docs, web apps, lib exec, share, iv, and conf. So these many files, so many folders we're having within this Hadoop folder here. Okay, so now bin has been, so it contains the Hadoop binaries, C++, contrib for C++ developers, src docs, nothing but source code, web apps, so nothing but HTML pages, lib and libexec, nothing but Hadoop dependency libraries. Okay, share, it contains template files and iv and nothing but build tools, config, right, or configurations, or we can say that configuration also. So within this we're having some couple of files, right? So one is core site.xml. What is the importance of this? Confirm the name node and hdfs site.xml, configuring the multiplication factor, maprad-site.xml. So here we configuring the job tracker. If you go with Hadoop Loop Index, nothing but a resource manager or job tracker. If you're going with Hadoop on Index, okay. So we're having two more files, masters and slaves. I think I did not show you this one. We will show this masters file as well. So configuring the
secondary name node, slaves, configuring the data node, node manager, or task attacker if you're going with Hadoop 1.x. So Hadoop -env.sh, you know already, just we are configuring the java underscore home. And one more thing is, if you're going with the 2.x, we're having an hyphen site.xml, configuring the yarn components. So here yarn components means node manager and resource manager. So which come from Hadoop 2.x version onwards. Okay. So these are the importance of each and every XML file, whatever XML files which I have done on yesterday. Okay. So is it fine these things?